everyone. Thank you. Why am I standing here? Why am I standing here today? I am here today and sharing this stage with remarkable people who stand for human rights. I am here with you all who share a common ground, standing against brutality and oppression by the Islamic regime in Iran. What better way to mark Human Rights Day than to stand together for Jin Jian Azadi, Jin Jian Azadi, Jin Jian Azadi, and woman life freedom. Woman life freedom. I am not here to inform you of the news or tell you what's going on in Iran. You all know the information, and that's why you are here. I'm here to amplify the voices of millions of people from ethnic and national minorities who forced systematic erasure and restriction on social, cultural, linguistic, religious, and economic freedom, not only for Kurdish people, but many of ethno-linguistic identities that exist in Iran. Kurd, Turk, Azeri, Baluch, Arab, Lurs, Bakhtiari, and Sunni, Al-Haq, Ahl-Haq, Baha'i, Christian, Zoroastrian, Jews, and atheists. I also want us to stand the women of marginalized ethnic group, to send the women of marginalized ethnic groups our support as they are carrying the weight of this struggle with their bodies. I am also here to share my testimony as a survivor of that regime and to stand together with you for the human rights of all Iranians, including ethnic and religious minorities. Much of my sense of self, my passion and ambitions, my preoccupation and life choices have been a direct result of my identity as a persecuted minority and a multiply marginalized woman. Some people may have the privilege of going through all their lives without thinking too deeply about what it means to be who they are. My lived experiences growing up in Iran has been the exact opposite of that. Being a woman discriminated against, systematic persecution, racism, violence, mockery, and hateful morality police, imprisonment, even genocide, Kurdish genocide, torture were part of my story. Some of you and some of us might share these experiences. Do we have any Baluchis among us today? Yes, we are all Baluchis today. Any Kurdish people here? We are all Kurdish people today. Tell me that we all are Kurd and Baluch today. Do we have religious minorities among us? Yes, we are all of them. Baluchistan and Kurdistan have seen the most intense protests over the past 3 months, nearly past 3 months. Saqqez became the focal point of the Iran protest, where Jina Mahsa Amini was born and raised, my city that I raised. The cities of Mahabad, Bukhan, and Jawanrud witnessed the bloodshed protests in the country. And in the course of a few days, 105 people were killed. But this resilient nation has the will to change, and hope for the future is the catalyst of their uprising. And thousands of women like me and stronger than me are living there and keeping the revolution's flame alive. How about women of this category. You all aware of the brutal oppression of women in Iran? We all share that together. Under the current theocratical system. What some might not know is that there are women who were overlooked, who were marginalized, and whose voice have been silenced. Let us not fear their power. We must fight for each other's life. For Kurdish women, Baluchi women that are looking for equal participation. That's why they non-stop fighting. They deserve the rights. Path to freedom is steep, right? And if we don't get together, there will be valleys that our enemy will fill it with our bodies, with their bodies. Let's stand together for the human rights of all people in Iran, including men and women, regardless of their background, who fight for woman, life, freedom. Woman, life, freedom. Woman, life, freedom. All Iranian, we all want to abolish the Islamic government in Iran. They want to end this era. Gina's revolution is not just about protesting compulsory hijab or asking for the abolishment of the morality police. Neither the murderer of Gina and nearly 500 people after her murder by the morality police. This revolution is about 44 years of systematic oppression against all Iranian ethnic and religious minority. It is about gender apartheid. It's about life of our youth. It's about freedom in which we deserve. Since much of my life has been highlighted by intersectional politics and research on women in conflict zone, I am acutely aware of the barriers facing disadvantaged women in Iran. I also know that the voices of marginalized women are lost in the discussion about them. Again, I'm here to remind all of us, our freedom is so tied to one another that we have no choice but unity and victory. We have no choice but to learn tolerance, learning competency, learning to internalize equal freedom and get ready together to shape a new country. Let's stand together by amplifying their voices and strengthen the entire movement. If genocide continues, the atrocities of massacre and mass execution of people will repeat, just like in '88. If this revolution succeeds, the whole world would benefit. I'm asking you to stand for the rights of everyone. Islamic government and authorities want to create enemies of us toward each other, want to divide and stay in power. For human rights and justice, for this profound movement, for all of us, please chant with me the slogan of the revolution. One more time. Jin, Jian, Azadi. Jin, Jian, Azadi. Jin, Jian, Azadi. Zak, Jian, Azadi.